Thank you, Masood. I just can't add to what Lord Corbett has said. He's said it all. I'm simply here to represent many parliamentarians, both in this Parliament and throughout the world, who agree with every single word that's been said. And as Lord Corbett said, we are watching the situation. We are people of Ashraf as well in our hearts and our minds. And we are here to stand up for you, for the liberty of people, and that's the message that we send out today. So I'm here representing many parliamentarians from this country and throughout the world, the European Union and elsewhere. So we will keep on the fight, and we're here to support you to see freedom to happen in due course. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that welcome. I too am horrified by what might happen in the future. In the past, as lawyers, particularly with the great help of Lord Slynn, who was so tragically not with us today, but who would be speaking to you now if he'd been alive, we achieved not miracles, we achieved justice. The English courts, the POAC, the Prescribed Organisation Appeals Commission, described the actions of the British government as perverse in this matter. The Court of Appeal, if anything, went even stronger than that. The European courts eventually struck out the name of the PMOI from the lists of the European Commission, and no longer is the PMOI listed. But as you've heard, the British government and the Foreign Office behave as though they were still listed. As Lord Corbett said, think they know better. They don't. But the real reason is today is virtually, by the look of it, the last day in which Iraq can avoid committing grave breaches of international law. Everyone who knows anything about international law knows that the forcible eviction of protected persons and placing them into the desert, miles from water, miles from any food, and where they will either die or be killed, is clearly a breach of international law, is a breach of civil international law, is a breach of criminal international law. And Iraq at the moment has this chance to avoid that, to avoid committing international criminal offences for which they ultimately can be found responsible in the courts of the world. It doesn't have to be the courts here. It's the courts anywhere in the world can take action against those matters.